Yo. Don't mind me. I'm just getting things all set up. Hope y'all having a good morning and shit. Hope noties went out. Okay. I did a little bit of altering. I did. What I did off was I mostly just like a few braces. Did a few. I wasn't like this man behind me will kind of like progress Millicent's quest. So I heard there was like a cheese for it. Alright guys. Yeah, so I think you can like drag out and then have it. It looks like you can't get on your crowd. think I want to hold that shooter. Seems like he doesn't get hurt, but okay. Not bad, but I might have to stay on my horse to be able to have that work. Goodness. Oh, as soon as I summon them, I can't ride. I think I'll do that. He's not that hard. I just want to actually try it. Oh, you can? Okay. This might have to be. Seems like they kind of bad. He dies in the ground. Increase their poise, huh? I need to stop and try to like actually lead him out though. Jesus. You guys. Yeah, do it, dude. There we go. Oh, it does actually kill him. Knock me off. These dudes gonna be annoying. Maybe if I can use this geyser. Guys to help me out. Yeah, I think he might be dead though. There it is. Kind of funny. Man, throwing me up. Let me go back to gallery though. Or shrine or whatever. Pretty decent amount of rooms. Probably gonna stop at like 40 figure when I get 3 extra levels. I start park. Yeah. Oh, huh. Own that? Guys. I haven't been up here before. Oh, shit. Yeah. Why is it keep... There's all the blunts. Where's... You guys jump us when you get there. Yeah. There we go. Sheesh. Where was it? I don't know, Dark. Oh my. I think I found like a lot of stuff. This Grace. Oh, I could have jumped down. Didn't even know. Back road.
You found the unalloyed gold needle. As promised, I've detailed the secret of Celia right here. Go on.
Celia's.
Now let me have a look at the Well, this is a marvel indeed. The work of a true artisan, a meticulous, bold craftsman who grasps the essence of life. Can you give me some time with this? As well made as it is, it won't be much use snapped in half, will it? Can you give me as well made?
Oh, stop. Okay, so I can come back to him. I don't know if I just. Here. Let me just try. Give him a break real quick. Come back. I think I already got the candle towers. Yeah, that's what I did off stream. I went to, I believe, a little bit north of here. Yeah. Celia Tunnels first. Got all those. The little like torches and towers. And opened up that like magic barrier. After we talked to Bowery. Bowery. Which was right there. I think pretty much just that lift that's there though. And I go all the way down. And get like that great arsenal from. Which I'm not really looking to make like a lightweight build yet. Anyway. I don't know. Maybe if my
I have awaited your return. The needle is repaired. Now it will forestall the rotting sickness, I'm sure. Will you give it to the girl, Millicent? I will reward you in kind. Millicent rests at the church atop the cliff beyond Celia, the town yonder. Tended to by the witless pests who worship her, or rather her rotting sickness, as a god. A wretched fate, indeed. The poor girl, she never wished for any of this.
Okay.
Do you find it peculiar that I would show such concern for the girl? Well, I'm the one that found her. A mere babe in the swamp of Aeonia. She is one of my dear daughters. But the rotting sickness erodes one's memory. I doubt that she remembers the first thing about me. Oh, I must be getting old. I didn't always worry so much. Now, all you need to do is deliver the needle to Millicent. She's convalescing in the church atop the cliff just beyond Celia. Do so, and you shall receive a handsome recompense, of course. Now, all you need to do is deliver...
I don't even think she's gonna take that needle at all, but... Traits. Might as well just go straight there. What's up, Millicent? You ain't looking too hot.
If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot. You ask that I stab myself with the needle to quell the scarlet rot, but how? Never mind. I've decided I would rather trust you than simply continue to spoil from within. Would you... Well, that was easier than expected. But why do I feel so...
Yeah. Okay. Okay, you looking a lot better. You're missing an arm, but you're not like laid out on the floor anymore.
Hoped to see you again. My apologies for when last we met. I fainted before I could even thank you. Everything is as you said. Since inserting the needle, the scarlet rot has ceased to writhe. Even the nightmares have abated. And now, though I can scarcely believe it myself, I can move as I please. Not that I could ever truly repay you, but I would like you to have this.
Appreciate that. Maybe. What's that do? Harold. Oh, raise my dexterity. Not that bad, actually. I might actually put that on.
I'm considering leaving. On a journey. With the needle buried in my flesh, I've started to recall, but dimly, my destiny. It's all thanks to you. My name is Millicent. I pray fate permits us meet again.
Okay, pleasure.
I'm considering leaving. On a journey. With the needle buried in my flesh, I've started to recall my destiny.
Okay. I guess we can see how Cowers. Alright, I guess I can go here and just south. There's Millicent.
Oh, hello again. Something about this place felt familiar to me, so I decided to pay a visit. Hoping to find someone here, but I've only found emptiness. Perhaps, before my departure, I needed someone to say farewell to.
Okay.
Well, never mind that. I must focus on my journey, for which I have you to thank. I must stay strong. Well, never mind that. I must focus on my... I must stay...
Okay, yes. Probably like again, maybe? I remember that Gower being here afterwards. Vividly remember. I did a little bit of this playthrough. faith. I don't know if I did. There he is.
Thank you kindly for giving the needle to Millicent. Now she too can begin her journey and stare her fate straight in the eye. You've been a saint through and through. As thanks, I vow to impart to you my knowledge
Okay.
of the lost sorceries of the Selians, descendants of the Eternal.
Okay.
Oh, you noticed, did you? Indeed, Millicent did visit this hovel of a home. It seems the memories eaten away by the rotting sickness yet remain, but faintly. However, she has no need of me anymore. No, she must embark on her journey and stare her fate in the eye. I mustn't impede. As I've aged, I've found the best way to aid the young is to be forgotten.
Interesting. Okay. I appreciate you, bro. Pretty sure she does. I already screwed up for I grabbed seal off. Had to write a seal. So, kind of just trying to get the new system. I haven't gotten the bell bearing in here. So probably. Let me see if I can. I only have these. I just buy something. Yeah, I need to go back. Turn on the bell bearing too. We'll do that. Oh, I'll try to do that. I haven't been here yet. I appreciate the follow sleepy boy Ben.
I took you for dead. No matter,
Hope you're
it's
doing
all
good.
the same. Lay out your own.
Might tough it up. Might fight the God's skin if possible or whatever. That sword. Just in case if I want to switch to faith build later. I might not though. There's Rayjiro. There's somewhere else. I can from this level. There's like a bell bearing here. Oh, we have to upgrade the sword. Wait. It'd not be that bad. Alrighty. My fault, that light was killing me. It looks like the fakest wall, man. What the flyers. Somber for imagine dying for this. I can kick him. Or see, but I remember being actually scared of this cave, or not being a fan of it, spawning in the grave. If you guys remember. Another fake wall. Wall that at least looks. I don't remember getting. Oh. There you go. Faithful's canvas. Does it increase my faith or something? Raises faith. We'll see if we can take it. I feel strong about this boss. What is that? That looks like a troll, maybe. I'm not sure. Definitely has that bell bearing underneath it. Oh, never mind. I die. Hey. Watch this. Damn. Come on. There it is. Perfect. Exactly what I'm looking for. Done with that. Rest here. Any rooms that'll give me. Only 12. Probably could have leveled up if I kept my rooms, but they probably were still low. Nice. Check this place. If I can beat the boss easily, I just lose my points. Well, fight but he drops a decent amount of runes. That's I can do rune farming off stream if I feel like my levels is I'm kind of trying to. I'm kind of trying to keep these focus on the actual stuff. Mostly because these actually came in handy. I'm surprised. Could upgrade my sword. Got 2, 4.
Well, I took you no matter lay out your arm.
I need a few more. Might start to wait for the Eleanor full play. Using a knife is part of the game. Especially for the boss that everybody are. Take it off. Let me turn in that bell bearings. I think they gave me 3 and 4. I don't know where. Just leave. Maybe that was for the swords. I never use rune arcs either. Disappointing. I guess I can go back there. Because the stronger I get the sword, the easier this game's probably gonna be. The sword's pretty decent with the bows. But I know I have bleed on top. I feel like I'm gonna die here. Perfect. I should be trying to go down. I I should remember it being. Yeah. Oh no. What do I get? Almost there. Oh wow. Oh. Plenty of those. They have like 15 of them. Like, they actually find space. I have a. Case. Oh, there's another thing. Back. Yeah, I'm not getting it there. Nothing but death. No necessary. That technically didn't have anything off of yeah, just open the door. Oh. Where's the oh. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Oh, dirt. Free to work my way down? Yeah, I can definitely do that. I remember it being a little easier. Like it was like, maybe I need to go high up and then work my way north. I can always come back and grab this. Really good. Probably what it is. Isn't it? Okay. Gosh. I always accidentally like drink a flask. They hide the hub. I should be hitting F. I'm always wasting. Maybe. Oh. Yep. That's how I remember. Sick ball, buddy. I think he's gonna come back. Extra careful. That goes down. I don't know. I don't know if I climb the tower. I forgot, bro. He might be actually at the top of the tower instead of the bottom. Yeah. Gotta use the bathroom. I don't know if y'all. Y'all can give me like 1 second. I'm gonna use the bathroom. try to like turn off my camera so it doesn't overheat. Cause it's almost been an hour. But, I should have turned it off when I left. So as of right now, I'm just trying to. I'll actually just leave that off until I get to the boss, so that way I know it'll be good. Actually, I also grabbed some cereal while I was gone. Hope y'all having a good morning. No shit. If y'all watching the VOD, I don't think anybody came in my chat while I was gone. See, one thing I'm actually interested about seeing though is that I want to see if Kick could actually like start growing a little bit, or how to grow on there. I feel like YouTube is pretty decent, honestly, pretty consistent. At least when it comes to like chatters and stuff. That was on my I was like browsing YouTube. I randomly see someone like one or two views like streaming. So I feel like discoverability on there is like really awesome. But yeah, camera doesn't feel too bad at all. I should be charging my batteries too. See where these batteries are at. It looks like some of my batteries are almost completely dead. Yeah, so it probably is a good time frame for me to do this camera thing. It's almost like I perfectly caught it. Okay, so this battery is like pretty full. Try to get this going. Or I might even just react while I eat, because I hate playing the game while I eat. So let me switch my categories real quick. Do a light react stream or segment. Yeah. Now let me switch to Twitch real quick. Let's see. Just chatting. Perfect. Alrighty. Alrighty. You. Yeah, give me one moment. Let's look for a few vids. I've been seeing this one YouTuber, Alicia Long, Elisha Long. My fault. I'm gonna play a little bit of this vid maybe. Actually, Gerbert had posted a video. I've probably seen him before. Let me get it pulled up though. Yo, what's up, Dream? Do I? It's a little early, my fault. Let me get my face cam on. I don't know what time it is over there, but it's about like 7, 8, 8:10 where I'm at. Perfect. Why is that off on YouTube? Did my internet go off for a second? Hold on. Like YouTube. Elijah, it's like I got you. Let me show you. Bro was just talking about like retard maxing and stuff like that, which nothing serious. But I think it's just mostly just going with the flow of life. Just the gist of what I got from it. Let's see. Let me get my yeah, I have face cam. Oof. Right. Here's the vid though. It's Alicia.
Brother, how the hell
Elisha
are you
Long.
doing? Welcome back. Right on time, right on schedule.
Great. It's mostly just like
So first off, it looks like a storm is brewing. And you can smell fall in the air. That crispness, that tinge of winter just kind of looming on the horizon. And that could, that used to get me very kind of in my head and depressed. Like, man, winter, here we go again. Here we go again. And as I get older, it's just like, yeah, here we go again. Bring it on. Come what may. Let life happen to you. Let life dance with you a bit. Let life molest you a little bit. And people think I'm joking, but if you really want God to shape you, because God will shape you.
See, bro, he starts the video just by yapping, but I find it kind of funny though sometimes.
He'll direct you where to go in your life. But in order for him to mold you and shape you, you can't be rigid with thought and preconceived notions. You can't have everything, just concrete and rigid up in here. And back in my day, man, that's all I did. All I did was think. Like, seriously, thinking for me was a habit. Thinking was how I believed I would escape. You ever catch yourself simping? Like, you just, maybe you're out with the boys, and you just catch yourself simping, and you're just like, what am I doing? And the next day, or maybe as soon as your head hits the pillow, you just think, man, I was being a simp. Well, you got to simp to pimp. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you're going to simp. Sometimes you're going to pimp. Sometimes you're going to be cringe. Sometimes you're going to win. So, I used to be in my bed just, oh man, I would always think, what did I say to that girl? Oh, I can't believe it. Or I would think, oh man, that person that I was talking to in sales. I would feel like I could have done better. I could have done better. But it was like, why am I so consumed with thought? Like, I was so hard on myself. Give it up, dude. Give it up. That's what I realized. You got to give it up. You built the ship, okay? It's time to set sail. It's time to let it fly. You built the ship. Stop being in your head. Take off, man. Take off. So everyone says, you know, F around and find out. My new saying is muck around. Muck around and find out. Because that's how you really learn. That's retard maxing, dude. That's how you acquire knowledge. Is through those times of simping. And when you're like, okay, I fucked up. But you don't get in your head about it. You don't feel guilty. You just keep going. You realize, okay, I don't need to do that. Oh, wait, I don't have to act like someone I'm not. I don't have to put on this facade. I don't have to act. Really, when you stop acting, you just realize, okay, I can be who I am. That's okay to be who I am. My opinions, my humor, what I find funny, I don't have to live up to anyone's expectations. I can be who I am, and that's good enough. And that is a amazing place to be. But it's gotten very difficult these days. And another thing was, even until this day, something that I wrestle with is like when I have a bad day. Maybe I didn't sleep that great. You know, I'm not tracking my sleep on a Whoop watch or something like that. But maybe you have a bad day. You're a little tired. You got a little brain fog. You don't feel your powerful, normal self. I used to just, oh, what's wrong with me? I question, oh, am I doing this? Is this wrong? Dude, sometimes you just have bad days. Sometimes it's negative 10 degrees outside and you don't want to do anything.
True, bro. Join the short bus crew. That's actually kind of funny, bro. I don't know if this is
But it's
short.
gotten
This
very-
actually is a short bus. What the fuck? What is it like? Short bus? That's right. On schedule, holy fuck. I literally see it. 234. I'm gonna comment that. That's funny. Was that 334 too? It's kind of funny, bro. Couple of thoughts today sucked. That's funny. Thinker's gonna think. True. Let me see.
My fucking god.
Oh, it's playing CurseForge. See, if y'all watching though, or if y'all watching the pod, y'all can comment on my most recent video. Do y'all play like modded Minecraft or anything like that? Because I have CurseForge. If y'all interested in
Iris?
Join the
This guy
Discord.
is a genius.
Whoa, hey, what was that? Hey, what was that on my screen?
Let me know.
Oh my god, what was that? Well, Jesus Christ.
What was that?
Genius.
Urse.
Whoa, hey, what was that? Hey, what was that on my screen? Oh my god, what was that? Well, Jesus Christ. It doesn't want to go on fucking fabric, you moron. Are you stupid? It doesn't want to go in it, man. Click the mod. I can't do it. Dude. 1.14 is the latest that he's gonna go to. Okay, kill me already. I can't do it. I can't do it.
You have to use Optifine. 1.12 is like
Iris
20
doesn't
years
work,
old
it's
and
16
sodium
plus.
fabric and all the new
Then what do
ones
I use
don't
then?
support it.
Now let me guess. I need to download Oracle Java 3.434 SDK API 123 ABC. Download the Jalopy.
This can actually get annoying though, like trying to put these mods together.
Years, my whole life XQCL. Hoil shit XQC.
What was that? So we're like loading in as he's
Like,
walking.
oh my god, I double clicked. GG. Oh my god. I fucking clicked it twice. I clicked both of them. It's gonna go to internal first, and then it's gonna go to the commentary. It's gonna bug out. Yeah, I knew it. Fuck me. Now it's gonna have to do it again. Jesus Christ.
Wait for it. The shaders look actually really good. It's just kind of like weird to me how like these islands are like just jumping out of the water.
It's fucking laggy as shit though. There's houses over there.
I asked Jamie a question. How do you keep your face when making a poll? These games, you seem to enjoy troubleshooting rather than playing actual games. That's funny.
IX, genuine question. How do you keep a straight face when making a poll for these
Brutal.
games? You seem to enjoy troubleshooting rather than playing the actual games.
I'm playing the game, man. What even is that? Oh my god! Oh my god! My face!
What is that, dude?
Let go, man! What is that, dude? What is that, dude?
That was a spider? The thing swooped up and had wings. These mod packs are actually kind of fun to play, I'm not gonna lie.
I know what to do, I know what to do. I'm back there, I'm back there.
Does he have any more clips of his Minecraft stream? That's actually
So explain how they got in there. Now I want you to
He
explain
does.
to
He
me
has, like,
how they
three
got
of them
inside
like that.
the fucking house
scary moment.
if it was closed, man.
True.
I think these are herbivores.
How the hell do I say your name? Sounds like I'm starting a Chinese motorcycle. Have you ever heard of a Chinese motorcycle, ladies and gentlemen?
Who edited this video? It's like hard to watch.
Interesting.
May I get a welcome to the...
8 years
How do I
ago.
say your name? Sounds like I'm starting up a motorcycle. A Chinese motorcycle. Have you ever heard of a Chinese motorcycle, ladies and gentlemen?
No, never mind. Hold on.
Yeah, so you a skater, bro. I just learned. You need 3 tries. All right, 3 tries? All right, if you doing kickflips like this.
There it is.
Actually,
What is that? I'm trying to figure out what mod he's playing.
okay, yeah, that's sick. Oh no, oh yeah, thank you. More of this, please. More of that, please. More of that, please. Yeah, can we get more of that, please? Yep,
GG's, bro.
yep. More of this, please. A little bit more. A little bit more of this, please.
XQC, are you having an enjoyable mining crafting experience?
You're close, bro.
One more here. Thank you. Thank you.
Bro, spawn camping. Ah, bro,
Sup,
close
bitch?
the door.
Sup, bitch? Sup, bitch? Now what?
Bro.
Oh my god!
GG.
Imhotep! Yo, legitimal.
Just realize, okay, I can be who I am. That's okay to be who I am. My opinions, my humor, what I find funny. I don't have to live up to anyone's expectations. I can be who I am, and that's good enough. And that is a amazing place to be. But it's gotten very difficult these days.
I remember everybody
another
was
thing
making
was-
this build.
Even until this day, something that I wrestle with is like when I have a bad day. Maybe I didn't sleep
Probably
that
last
great.
vid.
You know, I'm not tracking my sleep on the Whoop watch or something like that. But maybe you have a bad day. You're a little tired. You got a little brain fog. You don't feel.
Look, I need a slim goth. Very too cold like Wim Hof. Wait, she like a persistent waitress the way she topping me off. I'm financially responsible. I got me a Roth. Wait. They really blew up those towers, then thought we forgot. Nah, I will never forget. I got 13 cougars in a limo getting lit. How did building 7 fall? It don't even make sense. How did they hit the Pentagon? Derby?
Where did they hit that?
All right.
I feel like his parents hear that shit and they're like, bro, shut the fuck
I'm back.
up.
This is gonna be a real doozy. Just be warned here, because this is wild. Now, as I've gotten a little bit older, I've really come to appreciate just sitting down, relaxing, and reading a good book. Just getting immersed in the literature, especially as the seasons change. Ooh wee! The leaves are changing colors. A cool wind blows. You're sitting there, with a cup of coffee, perhaps a spiced cider, and you're just chilling, vibing, reading a good book. Honestly, it might be the best thing in this life.
True.
Might be the most, it's just such a delight, such a delectable pleasure. It might be the best. And I have had my fair share. I've had my way with many, and I do mean many, big booty Latinas. You can vibe with a good book until you're old and withered. That other stuff, it runs dry. But not reading. But you know, the thing about these hoes, the thing about these stupid ass is that they took it too far. They've taken what was once a delightful, wholesome way to spend your time, to relax, to enjoy your life, and it has simply been corrupted by these weird ass bitches. There's no other way to slice it. That's the best way I could phrase it. I'm of course referring to modern romance books and their endless subcategories. A lot of people don't understand how truly massive this category of books is. As early as the 90s, over half of mass market paperback publishings were in the romance genre. If you take a look at the New York Times bestsellers list, it's all a bunch of this female-oriented romance fiction. This genre exploded in popularity when women began entering the workforce en masse. It is such a massive market. These broads can't get enough of it. They just gobble it up. All these new releases. A flight of sparrows and clay. A castle of roses and glass. But before I get into the gruesome details of that, let me just bring up some examples of dark romance books that are popular. So what we got here is Morning Glory.
Oh, what the fuck is that? Is that a Minotaur?
Milking Farm, the MGMF, baby, one of the best written books of all time. Now, let me give you a little synopsis of this. So basically, sweet and steamy monster romance book, #1 bestseller. Of course, Violet is a typical down-on-her-luck millennial, mid-20s, overeducated, and drowning in debt. Tell me about it, sister. On the verge of moving into her parents' basement when a lifeline appears in the form of a very unconventional job. She has no chance but to grab it with both hands. Morning.
That's not what it said. It said, Amber Creek, she has no chance but to. She
Glory
did.
Farm
What
offers full-time hours, full benefits, dental, wow, and generous pay with no experience needed. There's only one catch. The clientele is grade A. The clientele is grade A certified prime beef with the manly, meaty endowments to match. No shot. Hands-on work with minotaurs isn't something Violet ever considered as a career option, but she's determined to turn the opportunity into a reversal of fortune. When a stern, deep-voiced client begins to specifically request her for his sessions at the farm, maintaining her professionalism and keeping him out of her dreams is easier said than done. Violet is resolved to make a dent in her student loans and afford name-brand orange juice. And a one-sided crush on an out-of-her-league minotaur is not a part of the plan, unless her feelings aren't one-sided after all. Oh, this minotaur trying to fuck! Morning Glory Farm is a USA Today best-selling romance novel. You see 20,000 ratings on Amazon. It has 60K on Goodreads reviews, that is. So let's get this straight. This chick starts to work at a farm where she has to jack off man-bull hybrid humanoids, creatures, and they milk them. The context of this book, because I've read it hundreds of times, is actually, no, I haven't read it, but I've looked into it. You know, I'm journalistic. They're trying to make pharmaceuticals out of it or something in the canon. So she goes to this farm. She's got to milk them, right? I haven't read the full story, but if I were a gambling man, I'd say it doesn't end at just the professional milking. She probably sucks off one of these bulls. She probably gets rammed by one of these bulls, right? And this is the type of stuff these broads are reading.
A today best-selling human monster romance novel. 60K? Is that like the copy sold? Featuring a high heat slow burn with a lot of heart and a guaranteed HEA. I don't know what that means. It's the first book in the Cambric Creek Monster Romance series and can be read as a standalone. CWs are viewable on the author's website. So CM Nas Costa is the author.
This is huge. I will admit this is one of the more cartoonish examples I could have picked out, but it's not a fringe one. This is massive. The chick who wrote this is a millionaire. And it is hard for me to understand. I mean, I guess hypothetically, if there was like a goth girl stuff.
CM Acosta. Nas Costa? No. Costa. I'm just gonna yeah. Okay. Yesterday, best-selling author and professional procrastinator from Cleveland, Ohio. She's always preferred beasts to boys. Yeah, bro. What the fuck, gang? I definitely can tell. Is this her? Oh, this is someone reading. This gotta be her, though. That's crazy, bro.
These broads are reading. This is huge. I will admit this is one of the more cartoonish examples I could have picked out, but it's not a fringe one. This is massive. The chick who wrote this is a millionaire. And it is hard for me to understand. I mean, I guess hypothetically, if there was like a goth girl, squirt station or something, I would probably send in an application. But why do they have to be beasts? They're all of these books are like this. It's got to be a demon, werewolf, horse. It's just like, why does it have to be the minotaurs of Greek mythology? Like, bro, it's not. These novels aren't just like a normal guy. They're falling in love with a normal guy, not even a normal hot guy. It's got to be a mythical beast. I want to get backshots from ghouls, goblins, creatures, monsters, fantastic beasts, and how to fuck them. It doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't equate. And you're telling me these hoes aren't fried? Are you trying to look me in the eye and telling me these hoes aren't fried and this isn't like shameful or problematic? It's the equivalent. It's just the equivalent of male, hub pornography, OnlyFans, all this stuff. It's the same thing, but that's exactly, it's the woman version because it flies under the radar. Oh, we're just reading books. We're just reading fantasy novels. Oh, that's cute. You'd think, no. This shit is frying their brains. Let me read an excerpt from Milking Farm here. All right, geez. And when the bill arrived, she attempted to
Jesus Christ, hold on.
pull a handful of carefully folded bills from her wristlet before he stopped her. No, that's absolutely not happening. Put that away. She'd not thought about it until the day after their first dinner together, realizing in mortification that she ought to have attempted to pay her half. What kind of feminist are you? That's what she's thinking, right? It's in italics for the listeners. She couldn't remember the last time she'd been out and hadn't paid for her half, including her coffee date with Carson Tinsley, which accounted for how infrequently she went anywhere. She had come prepared that night, several weeks of her tips, smooth and tucked into her wristlet. But I didn't even offer to pay half the other night, and I should have. Violet. If the commanding rumble of his voice hadn't silenced her, the heat of his hand dropping to her knee would have. I don't want you to feel that you don't have any agency here. I might be the one giving all the orders, but you hold all the cards. Your comfort is the only thing that counts right now, and if I overstep, I want you to know that you can tell me so, but that's not happening. Don't think I'm unaware we're at different points in our careers. You can say no. You can say you don't want to see me again. You can tell me to stop coming to the farm when you're working. It's dinner, not a down payment on your time, but I'm in a position to comfortably spoil someone, so when you're with me, I'm spoiling you. End of story. She was a good feminist, she told herself, and she definitely...
I'm in a position to comfortably spoil you, or spoil somebody. That's insane, bro.
It couldn't be bought. But if he had suggested at that moment...
I mean, bro, tricking, though.
That he would have appreciated a blowjob. Okay, I can't. Oh, dude, this is rot. This is slop rot. Okay, and so here's the context. She's talking to this bull. There's always been... Dude, this is rot.
I'm just reading the rest of it. She was a good feminist. She told her so, and she definitely couldn't be bought. But if he had suggested at that moment that he would have appreciated a blowjob, she would have fallen face first. Yo.
This is slop rot. Okay, and so here's the context. She's talking to this bull. There's already been erotic scenes of her milking his... she's talking to this bull. So it's just like such slop. It's like catering to all this stuff. So apparently this bull that she met at a working station, he's very progressive. He has very progressive politics. Like this shit is unbelievable, man. Wow. I'm honestly flabbergasted. Storytelling and world building is excellent. Why morning? What?
His political view is crazy.
Next time someone laughs at Morning Glory Milking Farm, they better ask themselves,
why Morning Glory Milking Farm is a critique about late stage capitalism and toxic masculinity? What the fuck
are you producing for the machine?
And it has 14K likes, 172,000 views.
When was the last time you were milked for someone else's profit? This text says, Violet began to breathe hard when the technician released her hands, letting the oiled bob to register that thrill directly between her thighs, a tingle that ignited when he repeated the motion. In this text, we see that the tingling sensation in her coochie is actually the tingling sensation of a Marxist revolution. This perpetual...
Shut the fuck up. It gets to a truly bad place, a truly graphic, and dude, this is not a small book. This is not like some fringe thing I picked out to make. They're gobbling it up. They're gobbling it up. The author got rich writing books like this. Here's the messed up part.
They're gobbling it up. They're gobbling. Yeah.
And so you're like, if you're like a not very successful with women type of guy, an incel type guy now, you're thinking, oh, I'll go for the nerdy girls, right? If there's a nerdy kind of shy girl, that's who I'll talk to. Little do you know, the nerdy girls, they're reading this shit. You think you're getting someone more nice, innocent, pure.
Perfect.
No, dude. To call these broads fried would be an understatement. They are roasted, toasted, burnt to a crisp, utterly incinerated. To try and save a girl like this and bring her back to the surface would be to undergo a journey themselves No. And case in point, the Sinners and Stardust events. Let me read this. This is an Instagram post, someone who's affiliated with the events. All right, y'all, it appears I have to make a post that I'm frankly pretty upset I have to make. This post is for the readers who don't understand consent and boundaries only. A lot of you may know a good friend of mine, Animus. So this guy is like an alt kind of guy, a musician. He's somewhere in these circles, and he attended this event. He's tall, tatted, kind of a pretty boy kind of look. He's not a bad-looking guy. So he ended up going to this event. Little did he know he was walking into a big trap. I don't want to minimize the situation. The guys here, it seems like it actually messed him up. Like, it actually is really not good. So I do want to make fun of it. I'm sorry. That's what I'm going to do. So listen, he's a man, right? But do we think it's okay to put your hands all over him without consent? Or to put your hands in his waistband, down his pants, touch his dick? So he goes to this event. The instant he walked in there, he's getting grondled, fondled. Do we think it's okay to quite literally back him into a corner and touch all over him?
Where's he? Wait, hold on. Where's he reading this? A lot of you may know a good friend of mine, Animus, who is also, I don't know what that says. He has attended a signing of mine in the past, and obviously is a music artist. This past weekend, he attended Sinners and Stardust, and probably had one of the most heartbreaking experiences. So listen, he's a man, right? But do we think that means it's okay to put your hands all over him without consent, or to put your hands in his waistband, or down his pants, or touch his? Do we think it's okay to quite literally back him into a corner and touch all over him?
And down his pants, touch his dick. So he goes to this event. The instant he walked in there, he's getting grondled, fondled. Do we think it's okay to quite literally back him into a corner and touch all over him to the point that he literally cannot tell you how many hands are on him and whose are whose? So he walks in there and he's getting swarmed by these chicks like banshees. Do we think it's okay to send him into an actual panic attack? See, this is messed up. I'm sorry, I feel for the guy. Hope he's all right. Furthermore, do we think it's okay to interrogate him and insist he detail how he'd kidnap a woman, despite him repeatedly saying he wouldn't? This detail is reciprocated by different tweets, different people. These women are going up to this guy and other guys, and they want to indulge their fantasy. So they're getting him. They're trying to get him to say how he would kidnap a woman. They're trying to get these guys to explain how they would take a woman against her will and use her, because that's what they're into. And the guy, he's a normal guy. He's saying, "Oh, I'm going to go to this convention. It's a cool. It's art. It's books." These women are swarming and they're saying, "So what would you want to just take a woman? They just want to kidnap a woman." It's unbelievable stuff. This is insane behavior. Truly, an attempt to follow him when he tries to get away. And if that wasn't bad enough,
I was just reading that. That's insane, bro. Yeah, sweat resistant black paint, airbrush. I don't know what the hell that means, on his chest, and was told the only thing that will move it is body oils, or remove it probably. Remove it is body. What the fuck? Why did this man end the night with almost all of it rubbed off and handprint? Bro, I think smeared across his chest. I want y'all to seriously sit with yourselves and your actions and ask yourself if you would be okay with a strange man doing this to you. Yeah, hell no. That'd be like a fucking case. Starting at the waistband, bro.
It's unbelievable stuff. This is insane behavior. Truly, an attempt to follow him when he tries to get away. And if that wasn't bad enough, during the time of this mob, him and another author received a notification that an AirTag was tracking him, which showed it on his...
Bro, imagine if a man did this. Like, if a nigga did this, bro. It'd be
person
insane.
all the way to his hotel room. So he couldn't escape. They tried to track him back to his room. It's not funny. It's not funny. So what happened, he tried to escape. He lied about where his hotel room was. He said it was in the same building as the event, but it wasn't. Smart. Unfortunately, there's no escape. They tracked his ass back to his real hotel room. You'd have better luck hiding from Palantir, hiding from Mossad. Cooked, fried, sautéed, preheated in the oven, 400 degrees, left it in there for 3 hours, overcooked, burnt to a crisp. There's no saving. And there's all sorts of wild stories coming from this event. It was just, a group of these people. They're interested in the same thing. They're going together. There was book signings. There was a little dance, a little ball. All sorts of harassment happened at this ball. Apparently, a woman was deep-throating a dilly in the lobby, flashing it.
Follow. Lopi, I think. I appreciate that, bro. Hope your day is going well. If you're interested though, I'll turn on notifications. You know what I'm saying? When I'm live, I usually stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around 6, 7. But
yeah. I mean, it was just a real disaster. I don't know if an event as disastrous as this has happened since September of 2001. You guys know that these books are fiction, right? We enjoy these books because they're fiction. We do not condone these actions in real life. Here's the problem, and here's where I differ. Now, these books because...
You guys do know that these books are fiction, right? We enjoy these books because they're fiction. We do not condone these actions in real life. And while it's okay to act out your fantasies consensually with a trusted adult, it is not okay to ask a complete stranger to do so or take it upon yourself to sexually assault him. Yo, is this the author saying this to her? I'm so incredibly disappointed that he was treated this way. I brought him to this space because I trusted that he would be safe with y'all. And it ended it. And then it started with an and. Bro, the way they're typing, dude. Jesus Christ. And the fact that he wasn't is quite eye opening. About what? Oh, that he wasn't safe? Okay. And boy, period. Jesus Christ. And it starts with a lowercase. This is you had to intentionally do that, by the way, because I think every time you hit period, let me see, like auto, like caps it, right? I mean, I guess it depends on what you're typing on, but I feel like it's like a reflex at this point.
Because they're fiction, we do not
He's probably gonna read it.
condone these actions in real life. Here's the problem, and here's where I differ. Now, this story is well covered in these circles of the internet. I'm in a different circle. I'm in a different corner of the internet. I'm a chud. You know what I have to say about this?
No, he just yaps with it. Okay, I just want to see.
Wild stories coming. September of 2001. You guys know that these books are.
Let me see. So, especially because he was not the only one disrespected at this event by a long shot. So many authors are coming out about people crossing boundaries in a multitude of ways. I believe this conversation before with asking my husband gross. I don't know if gross questions. This is just Jesus Christ are typing. So why are we taking it step further and assaulting people now? I'm genuinely shocked at that as women, or women presenting some. We all thought it was okay to act this way, as someone who brought him into the space, we're responsible for him. And I'm so sad that some of my own readers were a part of this behavior. If this was you, please learn basic respect, boundaries, and how to ask. Yeah,
Fiction, right?
true,
We enjoy
true.
these
But a lot of these people probably should be getting like charges.
books because they're fiction. We do not condone these.
There's like so many people that, I mean, the way it was described, it's not like bro couldn't even tell who was who. So how is he gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like charge anybody
Actions in
with
real
anything?
life. Here's the problem, and here's where I differ. Now, this story is well covered in these circles of the internet. I'm in a different circle. I'm in a different corner of the internet. I'm a chud.
True.
You know what I have to say about this? The medium itself is corrupt and bad. You read this, and it fucks up your mind, and your actions become worse. That's what it is. There's no separating it. It's this Freudian idea of catharsis, where you act out these fantasies in fiction or in a certain way, and that's to my 5-6% female audience too. I don't care if she's a 10. If I see MGMF or any books of
I'm hot back on the game. I ain't gonna lie. Let's see. Whoops, wrong one. Okay. Let me change my title again. Alright, bet. Alrighty. Back to our regular scheduled program. We have 8K rooms. Probably gonna fight I remember falling down in this tower a lot with my faith build. Even though I know there's nothing I need to buy. Probably can buy like arrows, maybe. Kind of get ready for Eleanor's unfold blade. Where was there was a Caleb. don't think it matters which way I go. See it looks. Beware, right? Definitely. I'm pretty sure this breaks when I fall. No? This one's gonna break. I think. God, why I did that. Oh, and that's where I need to get. Be wary of it. Me first off jumping, I'm gonna die. Oh. Do they just allow it here or something? Because normally I think I would die there. Yeah. Grab this. I don't know if I should try to fall down here. Okay. Definitely hurt. Good luck. Oh well. It's probably easy. What's up, buddy? I don't know if I should be going up or to see a lot of blood stains. Oh, okay. Nice. Glad I went up here. Oh, it's you. Really? Yeah, I can fall down there. That's down there. I think the ball's that way. It's like perfect. Yeah, the boss. Right. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is get rid of these. Y'all know me, I hate fighting bosses with runes because might as well spend them. God forbid you die twice and not pick them up. Alright, now I can fight freely. Caleb. Center. Basement. I think I'm gonna just run past that guy that's back there. Bro's gonna kill me. I'm trying to get a bleed off. But I can't. Close. So it seems like that poison actually helped. Just a little bit. Like if I can slow the fight down maybe. Or just get a better summon. I think these, it just depends on how much FP I have. I don't have a lot. I think summoning half there. Is either that or I can go to Knockground and just get like the Mimic. And then this will be like 10 times easier. Giant rat. We'll try this. Nice try, buddy. Nice. Why are you guys fighting him? Nice. I think it was just a bad start, to be honest. Having them aggro that guy behind the wall is actually kind of stupid. Yeah, but they don't really do anything. Let's roll. I don't know why they put him here. Kind of retarded. Nice. Are you serious right now? Nice, bro. Oh my god. I might just need a stronger summon these days, maybe. 'Cause I would hate to keep trying and my camera dies. I don't mind fighting. This thing is on the warmer side, it's not bad. Maybe like I know what would really do it. I got really close at first. What summoned I? He was the jelly. Because the jelly always keeps the distance. Usually. Aggro. Crazy. Come on, Jelly. Lock in. How'd you do that? my shield down like a fucking idiot, bro. Damn it. Oh, okay. There we go. I'm gonna thank my jelly for that one. I think the poison kind of helped it. At least saved me like a hit or so. Okay. What do I need with this? 20 faith and 20. Maybe in like a new game plus. It's a pretty decent boss fight for the stream. I'm pretty happy with it. How many runes? Holy shit, 94k. I didn't know bro gave that many. So, yeah, that's my 2 levels right there. I go back into like arcane. Probably try. That was like 4 levels right in there. 100%. I'm at 47 points. I might not do that. I'm not sure if I want to get knocked around. Ow. Straight. What could be next? I think the only thing I need to do is fight Radon. But actually that's probably a perfect time to do it. I mean, I probably like dedicate a whole stream to him. And then probably like clearing like the Atlas Plateau, and then I'll probably do like Mount Gilmere and then like fight like the giant. Yeah, I appreciate y'all popping on. It was like a perfect time. Yeah, earlier than 9 a.m. is probably like the best time. 29 a.m. Oh, midnight. Thinking about it. I guess I can just prep for it at least. Like worst case scenario, just clear out like the tower and stuff like that. Because I don't mind streaming right now. I just hate when my VODs are like really long. Not trying to like squeeze the video. Not saying I can't just edit it differently, but people will be probably like commenting like the comments like saying bit. But I don't know why. I remember that tower shooting at me. Oh. I remember there being like people here last. There has to be like a troll. There's like no enemies. I don't know if that's this here. There's one of mine. 6. I don't know why. Back up. The chat rate. Okay. Alright. Cool. I know everything down here. It's, or if this is just like a path. Probably I want to find that grace first. Oh, you can't even open it. What's the point of that? I killed him. Ooh. Here. Have me some up. Brace. There it is. There we go. Secured that. Would have certified, but yeah, I guess. I'm gonna go outside and grab that ash ore. Items. Oh, they're throwing that. All these doors are big doors. What is this? Did my stream end or something? Or is it just pause right there? Yeah, just pause. Should bring me to Facebook. Okay. Let's see. Oh no. But yeah, I will probably have. Yeah, I won't be able to. Yeah. Unfortunately, I gotta go around. Seems like this tower clear though. Famous last words. We're good. Yeah, this Radahn's like, or Red Knight Castle is so weird. I feel like I get a different interaction in different places every time. It's like weird. Like sometimes there's monsters here, sometimes there's not monsters here. I appreciate the follow. Iron. I don't know if I'm butchering your name, but I appreciate that. Well, if you ever want to know I'm live, I would turn on notifications. I appreciate you being here though. Gotta kill these. Gotta aggro. There we go. Come on over, buddy. Come here. Wait, why are you disappearing? Or faded away. Are you okay? Yeah, bro. Oh. Beat. Are you okay? Oh, yeah. What boss did you beat? Nice. I don't remember. Okay. Just more locked doors. We should be able to set though. I don't know if I'm gonna fight her down on this. I think it'd be a good video though. Have like the apostle god skin. It's like the warm-up boss, and then they do her down. I don't really Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Guess I can talk. As soon as I start the festival, I'll have to fight him. I don't know if I'll fight.
Ah, there you are. Took your sweet time. The players are all made up. I'm waiting for the curtain. Let's give them a show to remember, eh? Just don't you go dying on me. For Ronnie's sake, too. Into the fray together, eh? Let's see what you're made of.
Alright.
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned! The festival is nigh! General Radahn, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you! Champions!
Ah, you came. How delightful. Indeed, I thought I might find you here. By the by, do you know for whom this festival is being held? Well, it is none other than General Radahn himself. To think, I could face a great champion of the Shattering, a demigod in the flesh. Oh, God. In truth, I quiver at the thought. Such is his frightful repute. But the fear simply assures me the ordeal is worth undertaking. Be sure to get a good vantage, my friend. I, Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal. Be sure to get a good vantage.
Okay. I only remember 2 people being here. So those besides. I can talk to here. Remember their item being here? Yeah, there. Right. Okay. Cool. Really wonder if I should do this now. Nice. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it though. We did one boss this stream. Probably hop back on later maybe. If I sit down and think about what I did today, I think I kind of just mostly did farming. I reacted by like 40 hours. I don't know if that'd be enough though, to be honest. Like the guy's gonna pause. Okay. You just not do that today. Kind of crazy. Right, like the same part. Damn near the story. Fuck it, we're done here. I don't feel like I have enough. I don't want to lose my rooms though too. Let me see if I can get rid of these. I might unnecessarily buy like a lot of smithing stones. It's either that or I can upgrade. I think what I probably should do is get like a mimic or something like that maybe. So I at least have like a decent. Let me see what I can do though. Let me see. I would need one extra of those. Is that or trying to find like a side boss that I can beat to get rid or to level up, at least temporarily. You're done speaking with everyone. Yeah. Let me see. The only thing I can't think of is killing these little guys for like a second. This used to be my old farming spot. Like other playthroughs. Get rid of these guys real quick. Oh, hold on. Let me switch back. Yeah, this is the old farming spot though. I couldn't even see what I was. I'm pretty much gonna get close to like 25,000 runs. It was like 23, so I can get rid of these. Hopefully I find one of those monsters drop it. Then we'll fight over them. There we go. Now I can level up. Might as well go back to this. We'll clean him up real quick. You, Elden Ring movie. Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer yet though. I think I saw like a TikTok about it. Might actually watch that right now. I gotta look. Huh. See, what have you heard about it? See, I will. Movie. Look, I don't know if they dropped a trailer. Movie trailer leaked. Oh, here. I think this is it. Maybe. It only has 270K views. Let me see. There it is.
Once every generation, a fantasy saga is released.
Huh. feel like there was like an announcement of like a trailer or something like that. I didn't expect Godric to grab it.
That defines an era. This
is 100%, yeah.
Is not that saga.
Bonfire lit, baby. I'm the dog.
This is not it.
So it's official, there is an Elden Ring movie in the works from Alex Garland and A24. And with that little bit of information, I've already got a lot of thoughts. And right at the start, I'm going to put a disclaimer in this video. I am not an expert when it comes to Elden Ring lore. Half, if not more of you in the comments probably know more about the lore of Elden Ring than I do. So you're probably thinking, why am I even making this video? And that's a great question. The easiest answer is that I loved the game. In fact, I love this game so much that I actually hate it. I've always been a big fan of RPGs, fantasy games in general.
How does that make any sense?
But what I was not a fan of was Souls-like games. I think everything about Dark Souls and From Software games in general is really...
We're like two different, completely two different people, I'm gonna be honest. I find like, I like RPGs and stuff like that, but I think Souls type of games are like really fun though. Just because like they're harder. I feel like a lot of games are like easy for like, so they're like consumer friendly, but I feel like, I don't know, bro. I feel like harder games are more like rewarding. You know?
Cool. I love all the dark fantasy vibes, the enemies, the tone, everything about it. But each and every time I've tried to play a Souls-like, I get so frustrated by how bad I was that I ended up just watching somebody else play through it instead. So in 2022, when Elden Ring was released, I figured it would be more of the same, so I didn't play it. But after a few months, I got that itch to play a new RPG, so I figured, you know what, I'm gonna give Elden Ring a shot. It's got universal praise, people call it the best RPG ever, so let's see what they're talking about here. So that leads me to this video.
I wouldn't even really call it an RPG.
Later, hundreds of hours in both.
I wouldn't really call it an RPG though, because it's not like you're like role playing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of just more like a. I feel like it has like, what was it? Breath of the Wild had these aspects, but like RPG elements like to them. I wouldn't like consider them RPG. I would just consider like an open world game with like RPG elements. But I feel like people get those things confused. Like,
Elden Ring and Night Rain.
It's like a role playing game is like you're like is out there. I guess this game kind of has that, but it's kind of like your traditional things. Like you're a warrior, you're like a mage, or I feel like Elden Ring has those aspects, but I don't feel like it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm, yeah.
And I feel like I have the understanding it takes to make this sort of video. And what I mean by I hate this game now is that every other game I've played since Elden Ring just hasn't lived up to my now astronomical expectations of.
That's gonna happen though with any open world game though. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna give you so much where like if you play like a mid game, you're gonna be like, okay, I feel the difference.
RPGs. Assassin's Creed? Nope, not as good. Oblivion Remastered just came out. Man, I loved that game as a kid. But you know what? It's not Elden Ring. Elden Ring has rewired my brain as to what a good game is now, and I hate that for myself. But it's what keeps me going back to this game time and time again. Even after all these playthroughs, listening to the dialogue with each NPC, reading the item descriptions, I still wouldn't be anywhere without VatiVidya's videos. But still, I feel like I know enough in order to talk intelligently about this world and this universe, and even though I'll stand by any hate received from this video by not completely and totally understanding the universe and lore, what I do know is movies and writing and how stories are structured. So that leads me into the video.
I feel like this is gonna like be hard to write this story though. I mean, like unless you like follow like areas to like a T, I feel like it's gonna be like hard to like write like for these characters, because I feel like in the game it leaves so much out. Maybe but like the characters you run in, especially like earlier in the game, like somewhat mid game, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like they're so vague, like their background.
video.
Maybe not like
How is an
Melina,
Elden Ring movie
or
actually
any of the bosses.
going to work? I've got 4 different options that I've come up with for how this potential Elden Ring movie is going to play out, and since we all collectively know absolutely nothing about the movie other than Alex Garland is directing and it's coming from A24, everybody's theories and guesses are going to be as good as mine, regardless.
See, I was expecting that to happen to me earlier, but I feel like there's so many quest lines that can like alter the story. To where, like, there's so many like how would they pick like an ending? Are they gonna like using like Nepheli and Dung Eater for like example? Are you gonna like give the potions to Nepheli in the movie, or you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of like the endings are like, you know what I'm saying, very situational.
Of the knowledge of the lore. So feel free to let me know which of these ideas you like the best, or if you have another idea, let me know that in the comments. I'd love to hear other people's opinions. So let's get our runes stolen in Stormvale Castle, attend the Festival of Champions in Caelid, and get absolutely annihilated by Millennia as we talk about the Elden Ring movie. So the first option I want to talk about is maybe the most popular thing when people hear Elden Ring movie, but would also be by far the most difficult to actually accomplish. And that's an adaptation of the game itself. Now what I mean by that is having the player that you control in the game, the Tarnished, be the protagonist that the movie follows, and have the story play out the same way that it does in the game. For more reasons than one, this would be an insanely difficult movie to make, because it would make just about every single player of the game unhappy in some way. And this isn't something...
True, right? Because let's say if they choose like a certain build that like the protagonist is, they're gonna feel like he's like misrepresented and shit like that. Like, or if they like, let's say they choose to give Nepheli like the potion in the story, and they feel like, oh yeah, and now it's like, not, you miss out on like a quest line or something like that, or let's say you do like Ronnie's quest like wrong, and like you like get like a different type of ending. Like, I don't know, bro. I 100% see what he's saying.
We've seen this a number of times when it comes to adapting RPGs to movies. It's the main reason why something like Elder Scrolls or GTA has never been adapted, because each and every player's playthrough of the game is completely unique. My first run through of the game, I was a Vagabond Knight. I took whatever weapon did the highest damage, leveled up my strength so that way I could use any of those higher damage weapons, and I went through basically the entire game not knowing any sort of magic whatsoever. But
yeah, imagine doing that as like I was like a hybrid like mage. I think Dex build. I was like a Dex intelligence build. My first playthrough, I missed so many spells. I think I spammed like what is it, 3 little like shards that you throw when you do this. I just spammed that like all the time. But like during this arcane playthrough, I found like so much.
Somebody else went through as the complete opposite, using mainly magic and not super strong and powerful weapons.
Me, for example.
Then
yep.
One of the two of us is going to be disappointed by the adaptation. And that's the thing about Elden Ring. There's like dozens, if not hundreds, of different playstyles, so to try and cater to all those players and the new audience would simply be impossible. Not to mention that this game took me over 100 hours to complete on my first playthrough, simplifying all these locations, enemies, weapons, and characters down into like even a 3-hour movie would leave so many people wanting more. And this is a movie, not a TV show. We don't know if there will be sequels or if this will be a one-movie story.
I don't think you can make it just one movie. I think it's gonna be like something like Marvel, but for like 3-4 movies. I think 3-4 movies is probably a lot though. But there's a lot in this game though, so it wouldn't be like.
So for all those reasons, a straight-up game adaptation doesn't really work. Not to mention there's so many different side stories, characters, and even different endings that if they didn't choose that one specific ending that people wanted, which is Ronnie's ending, let's be honest here,
True.
Then people would riot against this movie. And believe
I just said earlier.
I tried to write the story into a script. Skip ahead if you don't want to hear this personal story, but I like to write scripts of random movies and shows that I know will never see the light of day. I have a Pirates of the Caribbean, Star Wars, and Harry Potter sequel. Option is a rather obvious one, and that's to make a story about the background lore that all happens before the player ever picks up a controller. I'm sure everybody knows this, but during George R.R. Martin's everlasting quest to not write The Winds of Winter, he actually helped Miyazaki create the world and lore behind Elden Ring. Seeing as how he's the author behind one of, if not the most popular on-screen fantasy series of all time, I feel like the movie could really, and probably will really, lean into the whole from the mind behind Game of Thrones as a marketing angle and try and sell this movie as the next Game of Thrones. And there's a fair bit of lore and events that could translate very well on screen, from the Shattering itself, to each of the demigods getting their piece of the Elden Ring, the Night of the Black Knives, Millennia and Radahn's fight in Caelid. There's a lot of story to be shown that fans of the game would have heard of somewhat, but it wouldn't be a nitpick fest of dialogue and characters because this whole time period hasn't really been shown to us before. We've just heard a lot about it. But there's one...
Is this actually a part of like the trailer or something, or...?
Glaring issue with this option, and that's the simple fact that this is a movie, not a TV show. I think one of the reasons why Game of Thrones succeeded was because it was a TV show. There was a lot of time to flesh out this world and the characters, and with movies, sure, you can do that, but outside of things like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, I guess, really great fantasy films are few and far between. Like I said, I'm not an expert of the lore, but a lot of this stuff happens across more than just like a few days or a week, and to show all of this in what might be a singular movie is a very tall order, but still something possible, and I'd even say plausible. The third option is the one I think is the most popular with fans, and the one that I've seen a lot of chatter about online, and that's the story of Vike the Dragon Spear. Now, there's a reason why this is the one that most fans want to see, and the one that I hear the most, because it would probably be the best story for a movie. Which, in that way, makes me think this is probably not what they're going with, but anyways, for those that don't know, Vike is the guy that we see on the front cover of the game. It's not supposed to be the player in that armor or anything, this is an actual character, and for a lot of reasons, Vike really is the main character. He was the Tarnished that was closest to becoming Elden Lord before he was either deceived or willingly chose the wrong option, and that's going to see the fingers to become the Lord of Frenzied Flame. Vike.
Oh, so Vike's spear is the spear I use in my faith build. I actually kind of like that spear.
Vike's story is a tragedy. He's like the Anakin Skywalker of this universe. He was the chosen one and closest to becoming Elden Lord, but because of his own emotions and responsibility to his maiden, he never quite got there. This is all, of course, speculation from what the game tells us, and from what I've gathered on other YouTube videos. If you want to hear more about Vike, I'll leave a video in the description that can explain things far better than I can. But I think an adaptation of Vike's story is the best middle ground option that would please the fans of the game and be welcoming to newcomers. We'd get to see the lands between, more or less how they're portrayed in the game. There could be characters that we know from the game in the Round Table Hold or in the lands themselves, and because we don't explicitly know what happened with Vike, we just have all the pieces to put the story together, the movie could easily take liberties where they needed to, while also abiding by the lore found in the game. So yeah, there's a reason why everybody wants this story for the movie, because it makes the most sense. And personally, this is the story I'm hoping gets a diverse and has a completely different set. Now this last option is almost what I'm expecting, so I don't skyrocket my expectations and can be prepared for disappointment if this ends up being what the Elden Ring movie is, and that's a completely unique and different interpretation. What do I mean by this? I mean something like Night Rain, which apparently takes place in...
I was watching, someone else had mentioned, in my YouTube chat mentioned the Elden Ring movie, so I'm just going over that. I remember seeing someone on TikTok about it.
In a different universe alongside Elden Ring.
If you're interested in the channel, I would hit the notification. I normally go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, around like 6, 7.
but does its own thing with the lore and rules of that universe and has a completely different set of characters. For the movie, I almost feel like they're gonna go this same route. Maybe open another
7
alternate
PM.
universe with its own set of characters and stakes, but just keep that same general look and feel of everything from Elden Ring, with some crossover enemies and world elements and weapons. Remember that Halo TV show and how it used some of the same characters but also introduced new ones and was set in a different timeline? Yeah, I imagine it would be something like that, but with Elden Ring. And I know that's probably the most disappointing option, so I'm gonna try and lighten the mood a bit and raise my own expectations, because this is what I feel like the majority of movie studios would do. This is what has happened with video game adaptations time and time again, and up until recently, video game adaptations just flat out never worked. However, the studio behind this movie is A24. Say what you want about A24 movies, I have my own opinions and reservations, but A24 gives their directors a lot of leeway to make the movie they want to make. They aren't like any other big studio, I don't want to name anybody in particular or something, where movies are largely made by committee and has a ton of different voices and hands on their work. A24 is different in that way, for better or worse. So that leads us to look at the director, Alex Garland. For the most part, Alex Garland has made nothing but solid movies and has written even more solid scripts, but he's also never directed fantasy before. But it's also not like he doesn't know the subject material.
No, it's Millennia. It's the tough one. I'm now on the 7th playthrough of that game. I've leveled up. I've got lots of juice and cool sword and stuff like that. And I just throw myself at them again and again and again and again. That was the technique I learned with Dark Souls. It's not that you get better. It's more like monkeys and typewriters. You just keep doing it, and eventually one day they're dead.
So what it sounds like to me...
True. That's kind of what I learned from Dark Souls, is that mostly just it's damn near up to chance. Like, that's kind of why I stopped making like different like playthroughs. Mostly because I've tried most things in this game, but there's no like one perfect build though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really just how you allocate your stats to kind of like upgrade your arsenal and increase the amount of like things you can use in your repertoire. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I see it. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you want to increase intelligence, that's another thing under your belt. For example,
is we're getting whatever story Alex Garland wants to tell, whether that is an adaptation of one of his runs as the Tarnished, a deep dive into the lore, Vike's story, or something completely unique. A lot of this comes down to Alex Garland. So to me, that's a pretty good sign. Or who knows, maybe this movie is going to be stuck in development hell for years, bounce around from director to director until the rights by A24 run out and some other studio picks it up. That studio rewrites the script 1,000 times. It could happen, but hopefully sometime over the next few years.
What is this? Character selection? Like, is this like DLC stuff?
A satisfying,
because honestly, I haven't played the DLC yet.
well-written story from Alex Garland and A24. So those are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below.
The comment section, but I can't remember who first suggested it, but I like the idea of the movie being about millennials march on Caled. That should probably be like the first movie, to be honest. Like, give like lore and everything like that about like Vike and stuff like that. Like, the second movie should be about like Limgrave, Lemuria, and then like just kind of split up the areas to something like probably like most like 5 movies, like worst case, like that way you can like get into depth like with like characters. You can even like probably squeeze in like a lot. Here it is. Someone said like the second comment. I think they might even do first movie on the background of Elden Ring, second movie on Vike's story, 3 expand the universe, and a TV show to keep cash flow. So yeah, so everyone would kind of get like the background, but I think they should probably squeeze both the background and Vike like together. I think they can do that since they're like relevant. You know what I'm saying? And then probably Elden Ring doesn't need a movie. Bloodborne does, starring Nicolas Cage as the leader of the School of Menaces. See, I haven't played Bloodborne at all, to be honest. I think it might be a lot easier to make that. Elden Ring, The Night of Black Knives. That'd be a
Especially any ideas you might have for what that.
Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not. I don't know. Huh. Okay. That was full screen. It just looked weird when I showed it the second time. All right. That's what I'm wondering. I know I look hesitant right now, but I don't think I did anything crazy. I did fight a few bosses, but not a big fan. Mostly.
Champions, welcome. The stars have aligned. The festival is nigh. General Radahn, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you. Champions, prepare for battle. Defeat the general, claim glory, and grab that great rune. A celebration of war. The Radahn Festival!
Okay.
Are you good and prepared, young chum? The festival begins.
Yeah, might as well.
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture. General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog. Howling at the sky. But now, we must make merry.
O gathering of champions, the revels begin. The celebration of war. The Radahn Festival!
Yeah, let's give this a shot. I'm probably gonna like record this part though, just in case if I don't edit, I die. All right, so that's where I'm gonna leave things off. I'll see y'all next episode. Okay, let's just try it first. I might cut that out. kill him, so. Hopefully his first try, though. Oh shit. Alrighty. Oh, nice. He just... Oh, good. Looks like he's dead. Jesus Christ. A red mark was made on it. That's how it implied.
Ah, good. I was waiting for you. Oh, what a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clash is shared. By Radahn and you. And did you see that afterwards? Falling star right before our eyes. I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I saw one. And the path has now been cleared. To Nokran, where Ranni's fate will be decided. Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll take up our souls once more. For Mistress Ranni.
Bro.
Let's meet where the falling star bit the...
Ah,
Hello there. It was a battle marvelously fought. You are well and truly a champion, friend. I, on the other hand, am nothing but a crock. One hit was all it took to crack me, and for my insides to come spilling out. After that, I hid like a coward. And as such, I can hardly stand to face one such as you.
It's alright, bro. Be good one day. Alright. I don't know if that was it though. Honestly. Say, maybe we're done. Is there anything else on my scheduled program? I appreciate that, man. That's pretty sweet. First try, by the way. Let me see. Okay. Let me just make sure I went through all his dialogue. Or said he'll chuckle.
But don't you think I've given up just yet. As luck would have it, there's a veritable mountain of warriors' bodies right here. If I can just squeeze this bunch down inside me, I'll be a mighty warrior again in no time. And you know, the bodies found here are exceedingly fine. Who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering? The greatest of all wars. Just you wait and see, friend. I'll grow even stronger. Just you wait when next we meet.
So you're a pot full of bodies?
The bodies found here.
Yeah. Okay. Let me talk to what's in it. I can level up. Let's see what she's saying. Another bow, huh? Wait, do that one more time? You only do it once? Okay. I was being weird. English or Spanish? English. Let me check my...
At last, the war festival has ended. Brave champion, you have our gratitude. The celebration was spectacular. General Radahn is surely pleased. Festering with rot and crippled by madness, all he wanted was an honorable death. Finally, my work is done. I'm no longer bound to this fortress. I have a task in mind. Old business, you could say. You wouldn't understand. May we meet again, if the fates deign it. Brave champion.
Okay. I appreciate y'all popping out. I'm pretty sure there's like a boss that shows up after this. I'm probably getting tired of my end stream speeches though. Alright. I'm gonna give it like 5 minutes. I do want to see if bro pops up though. That knight and that other boss. I'll probably start next stream, take those two out, and then head to Nagron. Oh. Yeah, spoke too soon. Wait, he's here. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a boss here, huh? Okay, he disappears. Boom. Yeah. Maybe at the... Yeah, she's the only one that's still here. She's like strange. Just want to prep that before. Come on, dude, I want to fight the bosses. I'm not gonna lie, I've been having fun streaming lately. I don't know if it's just Elden Ring, but I don't know. It's been kind of fun lately after I've got everything figured out and stuff like that. Funny enough, my night bot was like timing people out and shit like that before like last stream, which was kind of funny. When they were like, they would like send multiple messages, and then my night bot be like, "Hey, chill." Like time them out and shit. I had that happen to like one person. I felt so bad. Let me see if I can just rest here. Like maybe. No? Alright, I'm just grasping across. Needle, nice. Trying to get that shit. Right. Appreciate y'all popping out. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit notifications if you're watching the stream for like YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. That's the only way, or one of the ways you guys know I'm live. I would follow my Twitter because I always send out like notifications that I did not send out today, but yeah, I appreciate y'all popping out. All right, bet.